Welcome in. I have some really good downloads this morning before we start the reading. I first want to start off with congratulations to this collective for up-leveling. Spirit is telling me that you are making moves right now. I wrote it down so I won't lose track of the download, with a deep spiritual knowing. Before, with your gifts, as you were learning them and utilizing them and practicing them, you would sense out a situation. You would wait for downloads from spirit. You would wait from some kind of sign, synchronicity, some kind of red flag, whatever it is that you would do in your practice to understand something. So once you would receive these messages from spirit, you would then sit with them for a little bit. You would understand them, and then it would like be the preparation for you to move accordingly afterwards. So recently, Spirit's showing me that you are now in an energy of just flowing, where you're making moves, and then in hindsight you're looking back and saying, how did I know to do that? Like, you could make a choice to do this or that, and you're just choosing one or the other. And then you look back and you're like, if I would have chose the other option, this could be anything. It could be a purchase. It could be a path on the way to work. It could be deciding not to go out to an event and staying home instead. It could be deciding not to answer a phone call, or deciding to answer a phone call, to interact with someone or not interact with someone. So all these choices every day, you are making the right choices, because then you're turning around and realizing, had I made the other choice, this would have happened. How did I know not to do that and to do this? I didn't sit and weigh the options. I didn't ask spirit for guidance. I didn't try to wait for a download or some kind of synchronicity or some other, whatever you use in order to move. It's because you are up leveling. Now you're actually moving in accordance to like your soul, your inner compass, your soul compass. It's guiding you. You are in this energy of like just understanding and just being very confident and knowing that you're making the right choices for yourself. So this is a really powerful energy to be sitting in right now. And Spirit wanted me to just share with you their excitement about this. They're extremely excited. They're so proud of you right now. They cannot express it enough, because you have gone through so many different tests and phases throughout your spiritual awakening. And not everyone is in the same spot. Not everyone is at the same place on their spiritual journey. But for this particular collective that I'm reading for today, we have come so far through these tests and challenges, and tests of our skill sets, and learning and honing in on how to utilize them properly. And we have come to like a head where we are now going with the flow of it, rather than sitting, and it's like a muscle memory. It's like if you are learning how to do like a waltz, and at first it's very, very boxy and very like robotic, because you're trying to remember all the steps and how to move, and you're trying to move and you're thinking the whole time. And then all of a sudden your muscle memories, like your body just remembers the moves, and now you can actually like flow with it and have fun with it and make it fun and beautiful and rhythmic. That is what's going on with your spiritual gifts right now. It's no longer having to think about it before implementing it. You're just doing it. So congratulations on that. That is a huge step in the right direction, huge progress. And please leave in the comments if this feels like this is you, because I definitely can relate to this message. I feel like I am in that flow right now. I feel like there's times where I still have to really lean in and hem and haw a little bit, but for the most part, I feel like I'm making really good choices. I'm just going with the flow and trusting my inner voice. So that is huge. And I really am curious to know how many people are also noticing that within themselves and with their spiritual gifts as well. So let's see what it is that Spirit has for us today. Oh my gosh. It's hard to shuffle these index cards. Exactly. Like everything just comes flying out. But we do have this one, and then there's a whole pile here that I'm going to put back. So we have weighing the feather, 1,000 words, and you're the big prize. Weighing the feather. It's giving like weighing your heart against the feather. I feel like there's a lightning. Again, I think I'm creating words. I do apologize. I feel like there's like a lightening of the heart. There's been a weight that has been lifted off of you, like a burden. And I think that it has something to do with the way that you were perceiving situations in your life. I think you changed your view dramatically and you gave yourself grace. There's a feeling of giving yourself like grace and understanding and kind of like just leveling with yourself. Like, I'm just human. I made a mistake. Or if I have this want or desire, or if I feel the need to do something, it's okay. Because again, you are going with the flow of life and you know that you're making good choices. And you also are realizing that you've put a lot of other people's problems, I'm getting a lot of other people's situations onto yourself. And I feel like you've discovered that, and I think it was hard because I know I've done some readings recently where we talk about people pleasing. I feel like you were a people pleaser and you just wanted to see people happy and you wanted to see people unburdened. But while you were helping them and you were creating a space for them to feel unburdened and to feel peace, you were literally taking on all their energetic baggage of burdens. And it was heavy. And I think that as of recent that you've seen that and you realize that you are important too, and that your spiritual hygiene and your energetic hygiene is extremely important to maintain, and that you need to focus on yourself and releasing a lot of this extra baggage, whether it's other people's or even stuff that you've held onto for yourself for some time, that you gave yourself permission to just be human and you gave yourself permission to put yourself first. So since you've done this, I feel like there has been a lightning in your heart space. Like it's opened up and you just feel like a relief and a release. So right now it's like weighing the feather against, or weighing the heart against the feather. You are in a place where you feel very free. It feels like a very unburdened energy. And then we have 1,000 words. And that when I wrote this card initially, it was because of that movie, 1,000 words, where they were given 1,000 words in like one day. I think it was 1,000 words in one day. Yes, or was it 1 week? I can't remember. But choosing your words wisely and being selective about how much you share and how much you give to others and out there into the universe, and what you do put out there, making sure that it's quality over quantity. And I feel like with this, I feel like maybe you have become I feel like you have become the observer in your life. I feel like you have decided to sit back and to listen and to watch others, rather than having to be in the middle of situations or energy exchanges. You have taken a back seat and you decided that, sometimes it's just not worth your energy. There's something about maybe you are always being pulled into other people's drama or arguments or debates, and this could be at home or even at work, where you were just walking away from these situations completely drained, and you started recognizing that, I didn't have to be a part of this. I could have just sat this one out. Why do I keep interceding in these situations where now not only am I tired and exhausted from oversharing and over communicating in a situation that didn't belong to me, I'm also roped into the drama. So now I play a part in it, and now people are going to be reaching out to me in the future about this because I said something. So it feels like you've taken a back seat to a lot of things in your life where you're now just watching and observing and taking note and being quiet, and you're only sharing when it is necessary or when it actually pertains to you. And then we have you're the big prize. And I know that's like a shout out from Spirit in regards to your huge growth as of recent, and your, I feel like you've spiritually leveled up so much, and I just, I can't get over the energy right now. It's like, I just see it too. You know, when I'm out and about in my day to day with certain people that I've known or I communicate with on a day to day basis in the community, I'm seeing people moving differently and interacting differently and expressing themselves in a bigger way and a more powerful way, really standing in their power and their energy. It's beautiful, actually. Um, we have silence is needed, and that's going back to the 1,000 words. I'm definitely feeling like right now there's something going on in your life where Spirit is telling you to take the back seat and to keep your mouth shut. There's a need to be quiet and to just watch and not involve yourself. So this is going to be different for everyone, but there's something going on around you, and you may know exactly what this is, where you might be feeling pulled to say something, or people might be reaching out to you to step in and speak up. And Spirit is highly, highly advising to not get yourself involved and to sit back on this one. And so next we have out is distraction and divine prophecy. So there's things that are happening, and yes, we are called to help and we are called to heal in this collective. We are called to step up and to fight injustices. But there's something that is happening that is spiraling out of control. There's a situation that is brewing that is being brought into your energy that is unknowingly on these people's parts, and some may know, but for the most part it's unknowingly, because this is a spiritual war, this is a spiritual event that is happening behind the scenes. There's a big tumultuous situation that's spiraling towards you that is meant to be a distraction to throw you off your divine prophecy, your divine path. There's big momentum in your life right now. You have a lot of momentum going towards your goal and towards your purpose. And while this momentum is increasing and you are thriving and you are being successful in this, every day you're growing even stronger. Now be prepared, the distractions are going to come in even stronger. So that is something else Spirit wants to warn you about. That these things that are coming at you left and right, or some big situation that is being hurled at you right now, that you're being advised to sit out and to not partake in, is designed to distract you and to keep your focus off of your purpose, but onto this little event that's happening. So that is just another red flag for this collective. This is happening beyond the veil. So some of you may be able to see beyond the veil. Some of you may just be able to tap in and communicate audibly. But for the most part, there's a huge spiritual presence and a huge spiritual happening that a lot of us just simply cannot see yet. We cannot see it clearly. Maybe we see parts, but not the whole picture. And there is like I said, the download that I'm getting is that there is spiritual events, spiritual battles, spiritual energetic pulls that are happening beyond the veil that we cannot see, but we are getting the red flags and the guidance from Spirit, that when it's being pushed through the physical 3D in these events, to stand down and to stand back and to stay clear and to cleanse our energy and to stay out of the way and to keep quiet. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? Anything else before I wrap this up? Divine is in my soul. You are a divine being. I love this card, and I love this for this reading, because this is we have so much divine going on right now. We have divine prophecy, divine is in your soul. But then on the other hand, we have chaotic energy being pummeled like in your direction. And it's like in your nature, and maybe even with aligning with your purpose, to want to step in and to handle it, to help, to make it better, to clear the way. Like you feel pulled, like this is it, this is my calling, this is what I need to do. But again, I'm getting like, for whatever this is for you at this time, this particular situation is primarily set up to be a huge distraction for you. And it might actually hurt you in the long run if you intercede and include yourself in this. We have here, be the hero in your story. And it's bringing me back to putting yourself first. I know it's hard to do in this collective. We want to be the helper, we want to be the healer, we want to be the leader, we want to be the justice seeker, we want to be the truth giver. We want to be all these things because we feel it in our soul. We feel like that is what our purpose is, and that is what we're being guided to do. But really listen to your intuition on this one. You're going to know the situation when it presents itself to you, if you should involve yourself or not. And there's something about you being the hero in your story right now and putting yourself, your energy, your purpose, and everything at the forefront as the most important, because you are needed in the future. There's something about involving yourself in this is going to throw you back tremendously on the progress that you've made, and to, again, stand down. You don't have to partake and involve yourself in every situation that is presented to you, especially this one. This one's going to be tempting. This one's going to call to you. This one's going to make you, but you're going to feel it in your gut. You're going to be like, I really want to help, but something doesn't feel right. Something feels off. Something feels heavy in my, I'm feeling like right here in the core of your soul, it's going to feel very, very heavy and burdensome, because it is. It's not meant for you. Spirit's telling you this isn't for you. This isn't meant for you to involve yourself in. So that is your message going into this weekend. I hope it helped, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.